holds value. Listen up. Every word holds value. Listen up. Every word holds value. Every word holds value. Listen up. Every word holds value. Listen up. Every word holds value.
Yo. The Cultural Currency Podcast is back in the building. I am your host, Joe Pro 973.
I'm the co-host, Swiss Legacy, on the block, in the hood, and the tees.
Entertainment. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very special guest. Today, we have Sab The Hybrid, who is known throughout the streets of Jersey, Essex County, and beyond as one of the illest people with a gun. Not that gun, we talking about the tattoo gun. But nah, we gonna get into his story and how he came to be doing tattoos, how he became so much of a professional, established guy out here, and what happened to him early on in life that changed the way he even thinks as a man today. And so with that being said, I'm gonna get out y'all way like I normally do around this time and say, what's up, brother? How you feeling, man?
Hey, what's going on? What's up? Power to the people, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, power to the people.
That's how it is.
Culture. But what we like to do on Culture Currency Podcast when we have a new guest in is we like to introduce that guest to the audience. And so one way that we typically wind up doing that is asking you, what is your first memories coming up in East Orange, New Jersey?
I'm saying it's kind of scattered, but definitely I would say just me having a big family and everybody being everywhere and everything.
Okay, having a big family, yeah. Being everywhere and into everything. He said a lot without even saying much at all right now.
So all right, so let's try to bring it in. Around what age will you notice that you had a big family and everybody getting into everything? Right. Like what age was that where you was paying attention to notice, hey, that's everything?
Yeah. I was 5.
5 years old? 5. Yo, that's pretty perceptive right there. Because, you know, a lot of times 5-year-old back then, we running around on a big wheel and just riding or the trike or something. And, you know what I mean? We don't really notice anything like that. But that's very perceptive to be, you know, 5 years old, peeping everything that's going on. So what was like your young childhood life like as you was coming up and you noticed that you had a large family and everybody was doing everything?
Yeah, so like I never experienced my parents being together, so okay. I got to like see like different dynamics of a household. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So like with my mom's side, it's a big family. Everybody like close knitted. You know what I'm saying? And they into this and that, involved in the streets. And my father's side more conservative. You can't really know. You don't know what's going on until you get older. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And so when you was coming up and you was younger, so you kind of like spent half and half. How was the time distributed and split up when you was younger coming up? And what was that specifically throughout the city in the community?
It was back and forth. Like it wasn't. I wouldn't say like every weekend I was there or every week this. It just whatever my parents said. You go to your father. Like it wasn't really no debate unless it was an event going on.
Okay, got it.
So all right, because I came up like that too. So which place was more influential for you, or you know what I mean? Was it a balance, or which place would you rather be when you was there?
Jesus Christ.
Put him under the gun early.
Listen, it's no offense, Pops, you know what I'm saying? But I took more to my mom's side, I would say, due to the caliber of human being that I am, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why it was over there, but it wasn't never like, I don't want to be with them on my father's side, because I always was like, oh, my dad, I want this. Like, so I basically just took whatever qualities I felt from this person, that person, I took it in. On stuff I didn't want, I left it out.
Right.
Okay.
So mom's a little more lenient though?
Nah.
So it was the other way around, because I'm just saying a lot of times, you know what I mean, coming up in those eras, we were being rebellious. We want to go with mom because it was like, she ain't gonna whoop that ass.
Or we want to go to the parent who we can feel like we can get more stuff off at. Like.
Nah. Listen, I got ass whoopings from my mom. You know what I'm saying? My father ain't never beat me. You know what I'm saying? but like my mother like understood me, like my mind state and everything. Like I said, I was seeing everything young at 5 years old. So like, and I ain't really talk for real till I was 3. I used to just be quiet and watch everything. Like
Yeah.
even as an adult, like I barely talk. So.
Okay. And so like what is your makeup of a background? Because you very fair skinned, but so like do you have like, is it like multiple ethnicities that you mix with, or like what is your actual background?
So my mother is Black and Native American.
Okay.
Like, oh, we all Native American. Like, no, my grandfather really was born on a reservation upstate New York in Buffalo.
Okay.
So I'm Seneca Indian.
All right.
And then my father's side, they from Curacao and Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Dope,
So
dope,
we
dope.
like Dutch, Spanish, Jamaican, Curaçaoan, like all of that,
Okay.
like Caribbean mixed base, like.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. And so as you was coming up and you kind of had like the multi-heritage coming up in your, like, was that an issue for you coming up, like when you was younger?
Yeah, yeah. On my mom's side, like I used to hate being light skinned because I used to be like the only light skinned one for everybody dark skinned. I used to be like, I want to be dark skinned. You know what I'm saying? And then on my father's side, cause my older brother brown skinned.
Okay.
So we got the same mother and father, and over there, everybody light skinned damn near. So
Yeah.
my older brother, the brown skin one over there.
Okay. Yeah. And so, but like as you was coming up and you noticed that most of your friends and family members and stuff like that was probably like of a darker complexion, but like you was also learning multiple languages at once, because you know we spoke off camera and you was kind of telling me.
So my like her family, that's where the Curacao came in. My grandmother, my father, mom. So technically, what they speak is Papimento. Papimento is like broken Spanish with like some like Dutch words and French words and African words.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
So they just mix it
So
all
it's a
together?
melting pot of the languages,
So
but it's
like even
dominantly
with, like,
Spanish though.
right, like even with like simple stuff like thank you, like very much, like in Papimento it'd be masatanki. In Spanish, it's mucho gracias. Like,
Oh, okay. So it is very distinct, different. But like if you were speaking to a person who was like standard Spanish.
What was the other language called? Because I ain't never heard it. We ain't gonna sit here and act like we heard that.
Papimento.
Papimento.
It's just like
I never heard of that. Now that's what I'm saying. Like I ain't about to glaze over that. Like I never heard nobody say put translation. Papimento, bro. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like I would have never guessed no language like that.
But if you think of it like how Jamaicans, if I'm not mistaken, they speak like a version of, or is it Haitians? They speak patois.
Patois,
So it's kind of like broken down English or something like that, or
like
broken down
Spanish.
French or whatever. So it's kind of like that. It kind of has remnants of that going on.
Nah,
with it.
yeah. I just, you feel me? I ain't want to take it nowhere, but it's just a bunch of people migrating, learning language, and it came like that over here. Like that's how I can see it.
because Curacao was like basically like Arawak Indians, and then was taken over by the Spaniards and taken over by the Dutch and all of that. So,
because I actually, me and the missus, man, we had took a trip out there a while back. Very beautiful country, very like the food they have like in the center of town. It's like a bridge that opens up. It's like a commerce place, it's like a port city, like
where, bro?
To Curacao.
Oh, all right, yeah. He said a couple places, so I was.
Oh no, I was saying where his people was from with Curacao and stuff like that. So it's a very beautiful place and stuff like that. And so as you was kind of coming up and you had, language that you was speaking and you felt like you was light skinned and other people was dark skinned, did you kind of look at yourself like I'm different from everybody? Did it like did you have that kind of like mind state with it?
I had like everything stacked against me. I was mad short. I had no bass in my voice. I had long hair, like, so now it's like I had just had a face people had to try, like.
And so with that, right? Because I kind of can relate to that in some ways, like. So now you feel like you have to go extra and beyond to prove yourself, or to get people up off you, or so that people wouldn't rock with you like that. You feel like you had to do more, or.
I don't think necessarily was a had to, but like I'm like I gotta stand firm on boundaries. Like from seeing stuff over the years, like seen somebody get smacked, I'm like, there's no way I'm letting somebody smack me. Or like, I seen somebody get knocked out, so that's why I used to be popping first, cause I'm like, yo, I'm not about to get knocked out.
Yeah, so you wanted to make sure you wasn't on the receiving end of some of that type of stuff.
So when did that start really happening? Where you they call it what, standing on business now? Where you just knew, like, man, was it times where you probably didn't have to pop? Where you know, like, man, I'm popping anyway, like. Or when was it where Sab jumped off the porch like, man, I'm outside?
So I'm gonna tell y'all a story. You know what I'm saying? My mother and my stepfather always brought up to me. I was 3 years old, and my older brother, he 4 years older than me. So he was in school, some boy bothering him and stuff. We at the dinner table, he telling the story. And before anybody could say anything, I stood up on the table like, take me to school with you, Berto. I'll beat him up for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I already like it been in me.
Nature.
You know what I'm saying? And like the willingness to be aggressive and go hard for mine. And then once I like got off the porch, it was like, and I don't even want to say that because like literally every year from like kindergarten probably up until like my sophomore, junior year, that's when I like wasn't like fighting like that. Like sixth grade, I fought every day.
Okay.
What,
So you had to hone them skills.
Going to school being different,
I
like.
don't know. I think it was like
Was you antagonizing the fight? Because you know sometimes where you might think they was coming at you first, you're like, nah, this ain't that. So you feel me?
So, maybe sometimes I overanalyzed the situation. I took disrespect like easily. Like I used to be feeling like everything was like a disrespecting me or trying me. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not like close with you, it's like immediate. Like, bro, you can't play with me like that. So what? Why you this comfortable with me? So and then you know, like I said, short, squeaky, long hair. Like, shut up! Like I'll do that. You do what? And now it's just going from there.
Right.
Like I'm not even tolerating or taking a chance.
Yeah.
After I told you that I ain't.
Like literally.
Nah.
And so I'm curious, you know, as like aggression, you started kind of noticing that within your personality and things of that nature. But when did you kind of start venturing off into like, oh, like I want to get money out here, or I want to, you know what I mean, do this, or I want to do that. Like, how did that kind of like?
It's family members that was already indulging, and I used to be like, I never forget one of my cousins I seen like with a knot full of hundreds. Like I'm like, I need to know what he doing. Like,
Word.
I was blessed though. Like I can't say that I like super felt like what it was like to like dealing with poverty, but like I know it was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? From like eating eggs for like a month straight, different ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never had so many omelets in my life.
Yeah.
So like
Need these hundreds around.
yeah, like so it's stuff like that, and I used to be seeing him do whatever, and he used to just be giving me money all the time for no reason. Like,
Okay. And so as you was younger and you noticed that your family members was into certain things, was that like your entry point? So like you saw them and you observed them, but was you like, okay, I got my own crew and we gonna start doing stuff? Or was it kind of like family orientated for you at first?
it was a mixture because like I was dealing with like different crowds. Like I could fit into every crowd, you know what I'm saying? I used to be hanging with the nerds, hanging with the street people, hanging with the honor roll people, like, you know what I'm saying? And like I never was with bullying, so I'm sticking up with people bullying. I'm cool with the street dudes. They mess, like, bro, leave him alone. Like, why you messing with him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they're like, man, whatever, you want some bullshit? Like, nah, you know what I mean? So I end up becoming like cool with everybody for the most part.
Okay.
So.
And so speak to, cause you said you was in different crowds. So like you was with the nerds too. So like speak to, cause I don't want to just dive all the way head first into the street aspect of your story, but like dive to your relationship with the nerd crowd and stuff like that. So like, was you actually good in school? Like, was you, you know what I mean, doing your work?
And one of the nerd girls or something like that.
You know what I mean?
You feel me? Like,
Nah, it's definitely it was definitely some of the nerd girls.
But
that's not what made me gravitate. It's like, nah, that ain't what me necessarily had me gravitate to the nerd crowd, because I already was like watching anime at a young age and the Pokemon and like all of that type of stuff. So I'm like, I'm still doing this.
And isn't it funny, not to cut you off, but how that stuff is so much widely more accepted nowadays, but back then, if you was kind of into comic books and anime, you kind of was lumped in with the uncool kids, but shit, everybody from grown-ups to young kids, like anime is like $1 billion business nowadays, so it's actually cool to be into it.
Yeah. Like that believe it or not, anime played a big part. Like sometimes before I fight, I'll be thinking about Street Fighter. You know what I mean?
Still in move. About to level up and hit him with the one punch or the
Fist of the North Star. That's the anime.
Fist of the North Star. That was crazy back in the day.
Remember when you be punching man fast?
Yeah.
Every time I got an upper hand, I thought about that
finger
part.
in their joint.
And I used to be punching as hard and as fast as I can, like non-stop till somebody pulled me up.
Yo, it's crazy that you said Fist of the North Star, because when I was younger, that was the first anime movie that my brother, like, he kind of like showed me, and I was sitting down in the house and I was watching, and I'm like, yo, this cartoon is so realistic, like, but like, dude, like, he put his fingers through your chest, like, yo, it was just like, he was just fast, but you know what I mean? I just wanted to know, like, how was you in school and stuff like that? So I was about to trip out on my anime stuff, but this ain't about me right now. It's about Sab.
Now, like, you feel me? You want to get it off his chest.
I still was doing all of that, like, because even sometimes some of my boys be like, yo, man, what you doing? I'm like, yeah, shut up. I can do this. Like, the hell?
Yeah.
So you was out there, like, a street dude, but still, like, flipping the Pokemon cards. I remember when the cards came out, you had your deck.
This is a true story. I swear to God, right now. It used to be a show called Beyblades, like the fast spinning top.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm literally, like, we gambling, playing with that with some kids from another town. And I'm like, hold up. I went and made a couple sales and came right back.
Baby, like it was dice. You had the metal blades with the arena and all that. Yo, that's crazy, yo.
So as we push forward in the story, you know, anime was a real big part of it. And so you are a tattoo artist, and we're going to get into that part of, you know, your journey at a later point in time as we progress. But like, so were you also trying to replicate the stuff by drawing the stuff back then too? Like, when did your artistic side kind of start, or when did you notice it?
And that's something that always been there too. Like, my grandfather on my father's side was in the art, drew real good and everything. And like, it just already was there. Like, I went to Gordon Parks. That was like a performing arts school back then. I went there, was doing animation and art there. Then I went and auditioned for Cicely Tyson. Well, it was VLD back then. And then while I was there, it turned into Cicely Tyson.
Okay.
And I went to school there for art. I had to audition for there. I got kicked out of there. You know what I'm saying? Had to go to the campus, got kicked out the campus. Went to Orange High, got kicked out of Orange High. First, I got kicked out like halfway. So I had day school until like probably like 12 o'clock. Then I got out, had to go to the alternative night school. And then I got kicked out of Orange High and went to a white school. Pardon me, I don't want to say a white school, but highly suburban and less melanated school.
So I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you saying all these schools. So it wasn't a lack of intelligence. What it was just more. What was it that was getting you transferred from these schools? Because to go from Cicely Tyson to the campus, right? You don't got to take no audition to get in the campus, but to go to Arts High, did you have to re-audition? Stuff like that?
I said Orange High, not Arts High.
Oh, I thought you said Arts High. My bad.
Orange High.
So you was wilding in the performing arts center, and they just said take your ass to regular schools.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to clear it up.
But what I wanted to know is, so like as you was coming up and you said, you know, your grandpops, he was kind of like already doing the artistic stuff and stuff like that. But as you was going to these schools, the art must have been that constant for you up to a certain point in time in your life. But as you was creating, drawing, painting, whatever you was doing, did you feel like you was better than other people at that point? Or did you feel like you was just kind of like doing something that you just wanted to do?
Yeah, it was more so like I liked art. This is why I never felt like I was better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and maybe that was the wrong question. Maybe I should have said, did you feel like you were nice? Like, extremely nice for
like talent? Yeah, definitely. Like, cause I ended up like being in like art galleries and schools wanting to come like I can't remember the name, but it was in Manhattan.
Okay.
Could have went to high school out there and middle school for art, but street side of me. So I got family that's in Staten Island. But I got family that's from Staten Island that's in the church and stuff like that. And my mom like, if you're gonna go to that school, you're gonna go live with them in Staten Island. I'm like, no, I want to go to Manhattan with my stepfather family. That's close to the school, but you got all the females in that area. You from West 135th in New York, between Broadway and Amsterdam. You know what I mean? If y'all, that's a little Spanish. That's Spanish Harlem.
They like that's sending you right to another spot that's like this.
I'm like, no, either you going to Staten Island or you're not going. Like, then I ain't going. I'm gonna stay right here. Then.
Go ahead.
So was it like the pull of the people around you where you didn't feel like you wanted to necessarily make that leap at that time? So when did the transition come to start taking the art serious? Not brazen over everything else, but I'm trying to see how was the art integrated into your street shit by you not going to that art school? Like how did you still have a passion for it?
Yeah, so trials and tribulations through life kind of like made me like drift away from it, you know what I'm saying? And it took other things to occur in life, also trials and tribulations for me to be like, I gotta get back into this, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. So what I was going to ask, because I feel like it's a very important cultural, currency moment, when your mom, she kind of gave you that choice of you could either go here or you can go here. No, she was saying you can either go here or you gonna stay over here. Do you feel like in that moment she should have kind of leaned more into letting you go because that probably would have put you on a different trajectory? Or do you feel like, things happen for a reason and I'm at where I'm at and, it's just all good?
It wouldn't be like I wish she would have did this, but I know, like I said, she understood me, so she like gave me that choice because she know how I am as a person. So for me though, at that point in time, I'm like, if I go with my aunts and them in Staten Island, I'm not gonna be able to do nothing.
Yeah, that's how you was feeling. That's like, what kind of led into your decision.
Because I'm already like in the streets and like doing stuff, and I'm like, listen.
Auntie house ain't having that. They ain't doing that.
And that's the reason why Mom Dukes ain't let you go to the other spot though.
Like you said,
she knew you gonna do the same shit over here without my supervision.
Listen, so my Jen, she was gonna let me do what I want over there. I ain't never been able to just do what I want like for a whole school year. I go there, I'm having a ball. I probably man.
So things would have been tremendously different right now.
I still love that area to this day.
So with your mother not letting you go and you staying, is that what started the street trend of you doing more things?
No, I already was in it.
When did you start making your name in the hood from the streets to start making your own money?
I already was like being in the streets subconsciously. You get what I'm saying? Like people used to like give me stuff that was in the book bag, me not even knowing what's in the book bag. I'm riding around my bike. Hey, take this to this house over here on Grove. They're gonna give you some money. And they'll give me a bag of money, I'll put it in the book bag and ride it back, and they like, oh, here go $200 or here go $300. So me not even knowing what I'm doing, I'm a kid riding around my bike, I'm getting money in the process, but something told me like, don't ask too much questions, but also don't let your mother find out neither. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Cause now I'm like 12 and I got $500. Right. Like now my mother like, where you get $100 from? I'm getting games and stuff like that. And she like, where you getting this money from? So either I'm like, oh, I found it in school, or I'm like, oh, my father gave it to me, or I'm just making.
Yeah, but that trick only worked but so many times. Like,
you found a lot of money and shit.
So it started with that, and then like I ended up being affiliated. You know what I'm saying? More toward one thing than the other, because where I'm from, it's a lot of like blood dudes and like a sprinkle of like kings and all of that. So I was affiliated with both sides and stuff like that. And then before I knew it, which I ain't tried, I never in my brain was like, I'm gonna do this because I want to be known, or none of that. I was always big on being myself, and when out of nowhere, it's like I just everybody knew me. Like
Right.
I'm riding my bike. I never forget. I went to like Avon area, and people like, yo, I be seeing you around. Like I'm like, nah, you don't be seeing me around. Nah, I mean, like, yeah, I know you from East Orange. I'm like, nah, you don't know me. I kept riding my bike. Like, and then when I went to the youth house at a young age, people knew me. Like, so I'm kind of like, fuck. You know what I mean? So
People
it's
paying
like a bunch of
attention
stuff
to
like
you
that.
and
Like,
start making-
yeah, so I don't even notice like this was happening.
Is this
And
building
then-
your awareness though when you hear this?
Yeah,
Being in
'cause
the streets,
it
like
made
people know
it made
me.
me uncomfortable. Like, so I was way more scared of my mom than police.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even as an adult, on my first time getting locked up for drugs, like, I was on the phone with my father. I said, Daddy, please don't tell mommy. He said, I don't even talk to your mother, all right? So I'm like, so then I'm on the phone with my older brother. I said, bro, please just tell mommy that warrants for traffic keep popping up. don't tell mommy. And it literally, like, I had got locked up for a bundle. Like, and it's because I had traffic warrants how the cops even got the bundle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
And I'm like, they took all
And so
my money.
was like that all kind of like in the East Orange area that you was
East
getting
Orange,
jammed up?
Orange, North. The stuff with North was a lot worse than East Orange, but Orange was a lot worse than East Orange
Okay.
and worse than North. So it was like,
So in the Orange area, you was up by the projects like Mechanic Street, 108 or
South Center.
Okay.
Between
South Center.
Central Ave and Freeway Drive. Basically.
Okay.
I lived at 197 South Center Street.
okay.
So dead end right there, that really was me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
got it,
And
got
of
it.
course, not by myself, because you know, you're in the streets, other people is also involved, you know what I mean? But it was us, rather, I'll say that. You know what I mean?
And so you kind of having that self-awareness of not wanting that spotlight on you, I guess, but also having affiliations with certain homeboys from different factions and everything. Did that kind of like, did you kind of look at that and like, damn, me just basically being in proximity around certain bros is getting me extra attention and into more trouble? Like, did you look at it from that perspective at all?
I never got in trouble behind my affiliations, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got in trouble off of my own decisions that I made.
Got it, got it.
Because like the Latin Kings I used to be around, they literally used to be helping me with my homework, helping me, like teaching me how to read, because my reading skills wasn't all of that at a young age. They
Okay.
like helped me with all of that. You know what I'm saying?
So-
and it was against me, like being in the streets and doing stuff. Like,
So when you was around them, if I'm hearing this correctly, the guys that you was around, they was like, "Oh, go to school," and like somebody was actually like tutoring you, like not tutoring you,
not
but like
tutoring me.
yeah.
Literally, like sitting down with me at the park. We used to either go to Oval Park, go to East Orange Library, or like stuff like that. They used to be on Stockton. One of them used to live on Stockton, I believe that's the name of that street. And he's like, yo, when you riding your bike, come over here, I'm gonna help you with your homework. You know what I'm saying? Like, so stuff like that. Or I used to be riding my bike to like Lake Street, you know what I'm saying, there, Highland, all that, because I used to live on Vernon Terrace off of Park Ave.
Okay.
So I'm like, Mom, I'm going bike riding and just be everywhere. But I just knew I had to be back by the time it started getting dark and them lights come on.
all the street lights come on.
Right. So that was the era though. Like it wasn't no tabs. You make it back home, you good. Like,
Had people that was outside and that was actually active in the streets, but they kind of like wanted you to go to school and helped you with your learning and things of that nature, man. That is just like, it's like a total mindfuck right now.
so even with having that though, like with having that positive influence, because we talked about it on episodes before, what was your mindset of the self-inflicting things that you were doing? Because they was tutoring you, telling you to stay away, but what was drawing you to it? Was it just the money, or was it like, you know what I mean, Mitch?
It was cuz with them hundreds.
Fucking them squeezes right there.
Nah, like I said, it was just basically like me being me. Like I would see stuff, even like stuff from movie. I would see stuff and I'd be like, I like that. I could take that from it, but I don't like that, so I'm not even gonna do it. Like literally, I used to be with all the car thieves, and I never stole a car in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing that. Like, you're like, oh, I never stole a car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Never.
Yeah, so you kind of like had it in your mind, even when you went outside, like, yo, I got certain morals about certain things, or certain things just don't impress me.
Yeah, so like I said, like I always was like, and I tell other people, bro, stay true to yourself, bro.
Right.
Like, you don't gotta be nobody else besides yourself. I'm not a car thief, so I don't steal cars. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But I'm with whatever else, like, and I'm not no tough guy. I just don't let nobody say what they want to me or do what they want to me. And I'm with whatever you want to do and beyond.
So before we got to the Sab the Hybrid, right? What was the name that you was standing on out there? King Sab?
Yeah.
So what was made you when you stand outside? Like you said, like, because we going through your cousins, we got the positive influence, but you just wasn't listening. So
I'm saying,
so when
not
you detach
listening,
completely, when you like, man, I'm outside. Like you said, we was talking off camera, man, I'm getting this money I live upstairs, but I'm brushing my teeth in the alleyway. Like, what started that being outside instead of, and took you away from the art? Like, what was the constant that made you just say, man, I'm out here for this?
In 2002 is when I became king. 2007, I got the green light to start my own chapter. And it was like everything just kept on going from there and stuff that happened. And I'm like, bro, I need to focus on this. Like, I'll come back to that later. And coming back to that later almost ain't happened, from getting money to me getting shot to alleged shootings and other stuff that they was trying to say I did, and getting caught up in little cases, big cases, like, you know what I mean?
So do you feel like at that age, like you said, in 2002, you came home, so that's 5 years. 5 years, 2007, you got the green light to start your own chapter. Do you feel like at that time you was ready to have that power, meaning that's why you felt like, oh, I can come back to this because I gotta start this chapter? Because even though you got the green light, you could have just stayed with that power within yourself. You didn't have to actually start more. You could have. So I'm asking, what was that decision when they said give you the green light? Did you say, oh, all right, I can start the green light? Was it for the love of the hood, or like what was it? What was your reason for starting another chapter?
It was like brought to us, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm gonna do it different than everybody else. That's what I thought. I'm like, we gonna be different. Like, we not about to be like everybody else and do the same things. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, yo, you beating on your girl, you getting your ass whooped. You not taking care of your kids, you getting your ass whooped. Like, you ain't doing this. Like, yo, education and vocation come first. All right, you at work? We gonna make sure you at work. You ain't come to this meeting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's stuff like that. Like, so it wasn't never like, oh, we all gonna be hood and Like, nah, you wanna work, you wanna do that. Make sure you do that. Make sure you gonna stand on that working shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody got a place to play. Everybody got a place to play in life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, and I'm not no judgmental person, none of that. Like, because it's people that was like starting the process to become, and like, nah, I don't think this for me. All right, go ahead, do your thing. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. And so, as you was kind of like getting into the thick of things and life start happening, and when you in the hood, I feel like, a lot of times we feel like we can do something differently, or we feel like we can do something better, but the streets don't necessarily want to allow you that time to be able to be different or to do something better. And so once things started coming at you and you felt as though you had to adapt to the ways that was already coming before you, like, did you look at yourself like, damn, I'm not carrying it with the way that I want to carry it? Or like did you wrestle within yourself, like, from that standpoint? I don't know if that question made sense.
No, it makes sense. So I dealt with stuff on a situational basis and an individual basis. Because, for example, like, even with like children, like, you got your child that's going to be sensitive, so you deal with them in a certain way so it can be understanding and not be putting them down. Then you got your child that might need a spanking in order to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, so everything was dealt with like on a situational basis. And in my opinion, I probably was the worst one out of my chapter. Not saying nobody else was into nothing or anything, but like my brain just like worked different than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And
Just the way you see things.
yeah, so my perspective, I'm very analytical, and whatever one, like once I like do my whole analysis and like my brain can't compute nothing else other than like this gotta be the solution, then like this the solution. And I mean, and some of them, it been things that I did that I didn't want to do, but I knew I had to do off of principle, nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Literally off of principles and morals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember somebody did something so out of control that like, I said sorry before I did something to him. Like, this gotta happen. Like, it's no other way for this, like, you know what I'm saying? And he just like, he ain't had no choice. He just, you know what I mean?
So in hindsight though, from those moments when you said, you know, you're gonna do it different, did you felt like, because I want to word this for you, because sometimes you had to rule by intellectually, like you said with the sensitive child. Sometimes you had to rule with the iron fist. You get what I'm saying? In hindsight, do you think any time that you was dealing with the iron fist that you could have used more intellect instead of the iron fist?
Yeah, after the fact, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, I wasn't like it wasn't like a dictatorship, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we gonna talk about this, like, how y'all feel about this, this is how I feel about it, how y'all wanna carry on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it wasn't like
being
no
a leader,
dictatorship.
being a leader, it not being a dictatorship, but this is your chapter. When they disagree, that's what I'm saying.
So allow me to elaborate. Even it wasn't just me, because can't one person just open up, you know what I'm saying? But I would say us top people, you know what I'm saying? We came together and like, listen, this what it is, alright, and sometimes nobody agreed with me, and if I'm right later on, that's just what it is. But the vote is what it is.
Right.
Same thing with Trump. Everybody ain't want Trump in there, but the
Majority rule.
yeah, majority rule.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
understood.
So
I was just trying to get a base on the system of, because when you controlling, is a business, basically, right? With managers, CEOs.
yeah.
So I just was trying to see if the difference of the hindsight from then, is it a difference for you?
Yeah. And I just, I look at things from a perspective of, when we get into things and when we do things, it's just like, that's what's going on at that moment. But then I feel like, to kind of like piggyback off of your question of how did he feel later on, I feel like looking back at certain things in the past, we always could be like, yo, I could have did this better, or I could have did that better. I feel like that's just a part of life. When I was younger, the old heads used to be like, man, if I was your age and da-da-da-da-da, and I used to be like, man, I don't even want to hear that. But as I'm older, and I'm like, damn, man, if I would have just, so I feel like that's just the cycle of life, just being able to look back at your past and reflect at certain moments and be like, yo, I could have either went left this day or I could have went right this day. And you know what I mean? But what happens is happened. And so you can't cry over spilled milk. But I think it's always good to reflect on, what the possibilities are. But you got something, Swiss?
So leading it with that life before what was your redemption moment? Like, you opened your chapter, you going through these street things, anything that changed your trajectory of what you were doing at the time to have this redemption story? Why you on cultural currency? Because we don't got criminals up here.
Yeah. So throughout that time, things occurred. Of course, unfortunately, people die and stuff like that. And for me, it wasn't like someone in the streets died that super changed me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though, like, of course, like people that's close and dear to me that I love passed and stuff like that, and back and forth ends up happening behind that. My thing that like changed me was my mom passing. That put me subconsciously like like I feel that tackling hurt is not something that is dealt with in that aspect of life. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because
So meaning
Meaning
you
how to
almost
deal
can't
with it?
deal with it, like while
yeah,
you
like
in
your
the life?
mental health and
And
mourning and all of that. Like when you in the streets, like
Sign of
you don't
weakness.
really got people that you go to and able to do that with, and that's gonna help you piece yourself back together when
Right.
you're in that aspect. So it comes out in a way, like for me, it's people that like I reacted to certain situations a certain way where they don't even fuck with me no more, and then you got people that like admire me due to how I was coming, and like even with like fiends, I wasn't one of the people that beat up on fiends or anything, but like I definitely started getting mad aggressive with fiends. Like my nickname to fiends was Angel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody called me Angel, and then like that shit fucking like
Yeah, you turned into the devil.
like that shit just changed me, like, cause I was hurting. You know what I'm saying? I could say that now, but like when you in it, like I never was like a
Couldn't know
pill
how to
popping
express.
person. Like, know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like when my mom passed, I started like taking perks. I was drinking. I'm not even no heavy drink. Only thing I used to do was smoke weed for real. And like I was doing all of that shit. My mom died Christmas 2011. You know what I'm saying?
So going through that, you was trying to numb the pain, and you felt like you. So what brung you out of that? That's an interesting dialect.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, did you see someone like professional, or was it like your comrades and certain people that you wound up talking to?
All right, so my mom died Christmas 2011. I literally like was getting high every day and doing mad shit. And then I got shot Christmas 2012. Like at my house, somebody came there, and long story short, I ended up getting shot. I don't know who it is that shot me or none of that, but I just remember like, so somebody I was with at the time had called me because stuff was going on. It's like, yo, some tenant car pulled up in front of the building across the street. So I'm like, all right. So I grab my shit. I go around the side of my house. So when I go to walk past, there's a deck right there, 4 stairs, and then 2 big pillars, thick walls that you gotta walk past before you can actually see that turn, and then you go to the main street, South Center.
Yeah.
So when I went to go walk past the pillar, it's already a man standing right there, and we like startle each other. You know what I'm saying? But I got my hand on it, and again, I'm high as hell. This the 1 year anniversary. I'm drunk. I barely even remember that day. And as soon as I stepped out, he already right there. His shit already out. So like I see him, I look down and see the gun, then he see me, and he lift it up, and I smack it, and like I'm backpedaling. I got the whip out, I'm tripping up the stairs, my foot twist on the side, it's going down. I mean, at this time, I ain't never been shot no other time. My face is hot.
Yeah.
And I swear on my mother, this the only time ever in my life I done said some conceited shit. I prayed some conceited shit. I said,
Oh, please don't mess up my face.
I said, Lord, please not my beautiful face.
He was off his light skin shit
I
that
never-
day, huh?
I ain't never appreciate my face. I just,
Oh, he ain't won't be dark skinned that day, huh, Swiss?
Shit that day.
hey, yo, I swear to God, damn. Then I caught my
shit.
balance, and when I turned around, like nobody right there. So again, I'm thinking I got shot in the face. So I run to the car, I jump in the car, and she like, you just shot somebody? I'm like, no, I just got shot. And she like, I looked in the mirror, and she's like, your hand. I looked down, that shit pouring like a faucet. Like this the most I could open up my hand. From I got shot in, went all the way through, took the bone out. They had to take a whole bunch of surgeries. And I reached in the back seat, grabbed my hoodie, wrapped that shit up, and was leaning out the window like, make a left. She like, no, makes a right. I'm like, yeah, you letting him get away, stupid bitch. Like I was going off, like, I'm like, just take me to the hospital, like it's over.
So, what you was about to say? Because I had a question, but go ahead.
Nah, cause I had PTSD. Is that the dumb shit niggas say after they get
They trying to
shot?
go after the person because you
'Cause I
want the
did the same
retaliation
shit too.
in that moment.
Yeah.
Shot the close flame, cause nigga shot me. I was chasing him without the gun. Coach, you know we had bro, and he like, bro, you still don't got the gun. You chasing him though, like but he shot me. He running. But if you catch him, he gonna shoot you again. Like, fuck, you dumbass. So it's just like
I had it, you know what I'm saying? But I
He like, bro, that ain't my story, nigga. I had it.
But I still
But
feel
I
like a
get
bitch
you, though.
because I
You
didn't
still was-
squeeze back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't. It's like the most fastest and slowest thing at the same time. Because after that prayer, I'm still trying to catch that balance. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I land on the floor, he's gonna stand over me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, he can't. Like, and when I caught that balance, I turned around ready. Nobody was there. So now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get him. I don't give a fuck who was running. If she'd have made that left, whoever was running, that's why I'm squeezing that. I ain't give a fuck who was running.
You get shot, I'm about to get you
Because you
back.
kind of in that moment, you irrational.
Like I
You just
said,
want-
we startled each other, so I'm
Yeah.
like, nigga, and my face is hot. I was like, once I got it together, and woo!
So you said that was the first time. So
Yeah.
obviously you healed up. You ain't leave the streets because we got to get to a second time.
Because it made me worse. Like literally, I had got shot. I went to the hospital, came out. I made a call, went and met up, and then next day I was like back outside with the cast on and everything. You know what I mean? And
so you didn't even take a second to sit down or nothing. You just like right back at it.
First of all, this nigga made me sober. You know what I mean? It's Christmas. I'm trying to mourn, you know what I'm saying, get through this first holiday, and this nigga done knocked it out of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I was just like so mad. Like I'm there's so much emotions. Like I'm a bitch, bro. This nigga shot me. I ain't even do nothing. Like I don't know who it is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He said, I ain't even do nothing.
Like,
out here doing all this shit.
Not like that. I meant like not that I ain't do nothing ever. But like, bro, I ain't get to do nothing in the moment. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we get you. Yeah, we
That's
definitely
like-
get you. Because
let's just say guns wasn't involved. That's like letting somebody smack you and you don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like the equivalent
you
of
gonna
that same
feel like,
thing.
yeah.
That's
And
definitely what they say in the hood,
so
right?
you healed up and you right back at it and you want to block the
No,
next
I'm not
day.
healed.
Oh, well.
They literally,
Okay.
This is the problem with insurance, man. They literally, like, do you got insurance? I'm like, no. They're like, all right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to wrap this up. And then tomorrow we need you to go next door and apply to charity care. And then we'll bring you back and see what surgery we can do. When I say, because when I got shot, my hand was stuck like this. So they put the little cast thing on and he had to bend my fingers back in place. It felt like my bone was being ripped out my elbow. And he had to hold it like that. I'm screaming so loud that they hear me outside. And I'm like, my peoples that was out there,
Yeah.
they hear me outside yelling. I'm like, bro. So now I'm like this outside, you know what I mean, with the cast on, and I'm literally like moving stupid. I'm so mad. I got 3 guns on me. I got one in my sling, one in my hoodie, and one in my
Never
hip.
went to charity care.
I did go to charity.
I'm gonna say you outside with 3 guns.
Cause I'm like, bro, my shit cannot be stuck like this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So,
Please have
but,
some sense to
Because
go.
that's a thought too, though. Like my shit might be,
Stuck
fucked
like
up for
this.
life. Like if
Yeah.
I don't get the real.
I know people
proper-
that got shot and never went to the hospital. Like, bro, I'm not going. Like,
or left.
and they fucked up for life. Like, know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of my friends, his arm is stuck like this, like in an L shape, all because he didn't go to the hospital. Now they like can't do nothing now. Might have been
they
able to
ain't
save
taking that
it.
shit out.
Yeah, like one of the bullets like fused with a tenet now. He can't even bend it. Like, so
So
So you back in the streets. 'Cause
Yeah.
we get to the
literally-
second
yeah,
time. Like,
literally right back, and then like for some reason I'm under investigation for the shooting. I'm being threatened by police. Like, you think you could pull that shit and be outside like you just did? I'm like, what are you talking? Shut the fuck up. He's wilding. Like, if I see you outside again, if I find somebody across town, I'm coming over here and put it on you.
damn.
So I'm
so is
like,
they
so
pressing
now-
you because they know you active and you got shot?
Listen,
and they know
I'm
like,
allegedly active. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, listen, I don't know nothing. I don't do nothing. They like, I don't want to hear none of that shit. So
I'm
now-
just saying because you the victim at this point.
Yeah.
And you're not saying nothing. So I know they use tactics like that. You feel me? To try to.
Yeah, nah.
Or because certain police in your neighborhood, they kind of know you. Like if they, what I mean, the people that beat walk around,
Right.
like you motherfucker, like I know what you into, type of shit like that. So
This a detective. I don't even know this man knew me for real like that. Like, of course, they know you from, but after like a situation occurred,
excuse me.
And this actually happened before I got shot, and then everything after that, they didn't even search me no more. They just come and be like, "Sue, pull up your shirt, spin around." I'll spin around like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Make sure you ain't got no hammer on you. And shit.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, so I'm like having to hide in the building, the stores. Like, if I'm coming outside, I'm yelling like, "Y'all got me fuck coming outside!" Like, like I had to move like that, and so it still was worse. Like, because like I'm shot, I'm dealing with this. I'm still mourning over my mom. I'm moving reckless. Like that shit is like I can't even focus. Like shit that I should be paying attention to. Like I'm neglecting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even like my daughter Celeste. Like that shit interfered with our bond because all the new stuff she doing, I used to call my mom first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then I'm being in the streets and like, there's nothing nobody can tell me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even one of my closest friends was telling me like, yo, the day I got shot, like, bro, you need to go in the house. I'm like, bro, shut up. Like, I don't gotta do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Stop acting like a bitch. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's shit like
nobody.
That. Like,
you just hurt for real.
Like, and like, I don't sag my pants or nothing. Like, from what I'm told, like that earlier that day, I'm outside, like I'm like stumbling and my pants sagging. Like,
So
I don't even be outside like that.
Do you feel like a lot of the drunkenness and the pills and all of that stuff played a part into that as well too? Or, you know, the depression with your mom Dukes and everything, like everything just piled up?
Made it worse, like, you know what I'm saying? Because after she passed, like, I like literally was like so zero tolerance with stuff. I'm even getting involved with stuff that don't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? It's a problem. Let's go, bro. Just come on. It's a problem. We're gonna fix it right now. And it's like, yes, right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
was that your way to?
It was my outlet subconsciously.
Right.
You know what I'm
escape
saying?
the pain from your mother passing to go through with something else. So okay, the second time. So after the second time you got shot, what is the lifestyle then? Like, what is the plan? What is the focus?
So.
And how long from the second time?
I got shot Christmas 2012. 2013, I was already in prison.
Okay.
Like, I caught a case. When I went downstate, attempted murder case dropped on me. I was stressing, you know what I'm saying? I had dreads then too. I done cut my dreads, you know what I'm saying? Like, my lawyer suggested it, like, listen, you're gonna go in that courtroom and they're gonna be like, you guilty as soon as they look at you. You need to cut your hair. I did some programs. And then when I went to court, they kind of was like, it's nothing really, you know what I'm saying, against him. You're already in prison. We don't got no solid evidence, And like, you know, we're just going to dismiss this and you go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, thank God, I was praying my ass off. And I believe if my mom never died, I probably never even been to prison. Well, at least not for no little thing. I'd have either been in prison for life or never been to prison.
Right.
And then after that, I come home from prison. I had did 2 years. And also let me add this in. I went to Annandale prison and then they didn't want me there. Sergeant Floyd got me kicked out of there and I landed in Rahway. I was in 3 up in Rahway for a little and then Sergeant there was
so you went from Mountain View Youth Correctional to Rahway.
I did nothing wrong. Like, he literally didn't like me, because how you look on paper, they just like acting crazy with me, and I'm like, bro, like I don't even understand why. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't do nothing. I'm following rules. Like, I'm not doing nothing. Like, this niggas ain't here disrespecting COs. I'm not doing none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Jolly on me.
Yeah, like. So it been like situation where I like strapped up the whole tier, like stuff like that. Like, anybody want to come in the bathroom, you, like I'm coming like that, but like nothing with no COs. I didn't see niggas pop COs, stay in the jail. Like, he got me out of there. So I'm in Rahway. I'm in 3 upper in Rahway. This is 2014. Plus I had that, at this time the attempted case was still open. So I'm in there and then one day, sergeant doing count in Rahway, and he like, you look too young to be here, man. What you doing here? Like, first it started off like a joke. I'm like, I got shipped here from Annandale. He like, you was in lockup? I'm like, no. He like, what bid you got? I'm like, I got 3 with a 1. He like, oh. You know what I'm saying? And then he got me out of there.
Get him about the wrong way with that little shit.
What did you go to
I was
from
there
there?
for like a month. They sent me back to Annandale.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So were you classified when you was in prison?
Yeah, man. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I guess by that time, GU was already dismantled and everything, though, right?
I don't know. That was like a northern thing, I think, because it wasn't happening in Annandale. When I was in Rahway, it wasn't no GU thing there.
Okay, got it.
So, and then I went to the halfway house. When I went back to Annandale, I was there for a little bit and went to the halfway house. And I wanted to bring that story up because institutionalization is a real thing, which I didn't never think it was
Yes,
until
it
my
is.
second bid.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
is.
Because now I come home 2015 and I lasted, and when I say I lasted, I mean like I got jumped right back in the streets, probably like anywhere between 3 days to a week.
So that 3 with a 1 bid that you did was your first bid.
Yeah.
Did you do the 1 year? Or did you bring the dust?
I did 2 years off my 3 with a 1.
All right.
I got the non-parole. I never got parole ever. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, so now, fast forward is 2015. I came home from the halfway house, like,
A week later, you back at it.
yeah, tops. Like, literally, like, going out of town, busting moves. Like,
So do you?
and I'm out of control, like, cause I got 2 kids on the way, and this is not like a flex or anything like that. At the time, I was single, and like I'm doing what I want. Like I just did 2 years in jail. I need the full effect when I get in there. You know what I mean? Like,
I need the full
not
effect
fucking
of some
out.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Go to sleep in that shit when you come home.
I'm in the halfway house, so I got to get in and get out too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Oh, the half.
Oh, you leaving on
Yeah,
pack passes.
so-
You getting draws on pack passes and
yeah,
shit.
so.
Going to work earlier. Like, come pick me up from the side.
See, I'm going to Essex County College though.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
got the
I ain't
school,
go.
yeah.
I had a couple of dollars put up, and then like I'm going to school, so I'm maneuvering like that. Cause I went to college before, so I'm like, oh, let me see if I can get back into college. I got a couple credits. You know what I'm saying? They let me in there, and then now I'm all the way home. I lasted like a week. I'm already like hitting the road, busting moves, and all of that. Like,
So that's what I was gonna ask you. So when you was in the halfway house, did you finish those college courses, or they let you go too early? And then
let
you
me go
like,
too early.
Then you like, man, fuck that. I'm back outside.
Like the middle of the semester, like I did my like midterm test, and then like
That was it.
yeah, once I got out, I went to class probably like a week after that, and then I'm like, nah.
I don't need.
I'm ashamed.
No moves no more.
I'm ashamed because I really was doing good, like you know what I'm saying. And then
So was you still hurting at that time? That's
I definitely was still hurting.
right.
Definitely, because now
So
I'm not
by the-
getting high no more. So now it's like even though I was in jail, like I was still feeling it. Like I stayed away from the radio because like my mom's favorite songs is coming on the radio. So
Right.
now I bought a radio, and then immediately I'm like, nah. Like I gave it away. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
So you
so you
never
still
really
not
got a
dealing
chance
with
to
it.
deal with
yeah,
it.
right.
I'm not doing
To
it.
really
Like,
mourn.
I'm literally like dieting mentally, like as far as like censoring what I'm listening to, censoring what I'm watching. Like I'm staying away from things that's triggering me. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, and I don't want to change the trajectory of the interview, but I want to dive in more to that. Like, so when did you actually start facing the pain to be able to deal with it on the surface with everybody else?
Good question.
I would say recently. I mean, because it took me to go through all of this and all these distractions. Like when I came home 2015, that matter of fact, I'll say that's when I like started dealing with it too. Cause like even though like before I went to prison, I still was like crying and all of that. But when I came home, now I'm sober, crying. Like I'm
Right.
being out of town by myself and stuff like that. So that empty time, leisure time, that shit's just hitting me. Like, you know what I mean? I never forget, I drove 4 hours to like go get a hug from my older brother and just break like properly. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like let it out. Like,
Even though with all that, and you still didn't revert back to the drugs or anything coming back out.
nah, getting high? Nah. I
Alright,
ain't
so
take no
that was
pills or
really your
nothing.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So
I ain't do
that's
none of that.
that's what I wanted to know. So you feeling the pain, you was able to feel the two different from being numb as far as being sober.
Yeah, to me, it was a big difference. Like, you know what I mean? after you like sober up and all of that, you see like, all right, I was coping even though I was still in pain.
Right.
Now, like this is shit is like a sober pain and like you analyzing like, and I'm still dealing with life to life basis on the same time.
Right.
And then like, so I'm juggling all of that, and then I end up getting cased up with somebody I grew up with. I mean, shit had nothing to do with me, and he just like, he had a situation, he was serving an undercover, literally, bro. Like standing on shit is like a must in any lifestyle, but especially that lifestyle, because you gotta win every single time. They just gotta win one time. And I told this man, bro, like literally, I told him like, bro, he like, yo, my girl best friend totaled our car. I don't got no groceries in my house, bro. I'm like, listen, you come get my truck. Do not do nothing on my truck, bro. My truck is in my name. I don't even do nothing on my truck. Don't do nothing out my car. He like, all right. I'm like, all right, don't do nothing. So on the way to my house, he called me like, yo, I'm almost there. I'm like, all right, don't do nothing on my shit. Like, all right. When he come to my door, I open up the door. Bro, don't do nothing on my shit. Motherfucking, I open up the door, bro, don't do nothing on my shit. He like, I got you, like, I'm serious. We roll up a blunt, we smoking, say we talking about cars. In the middle of that conversation, I said, bro, I know, I'm like, bro, don't sell nothing on my car. He like, all right, when the blunt is done, you wanna hit this? Now I'm done, but don't sell nothing on my car. Walking toward my front door, I tell him don't sell nothing out the car. Before I hand him the keys, I tell him don't sell nothing on my car. When he got in the car, he about to pull out. I'm like, yo. He rolled out the window, like started laughing. I said, bro, don't sell nothing on my car. Literally, straight from there, he goes sell something on my car. Pull right up next to the undercover. Sold up to the undercover. The undercover, like, oh, where you get that truck from? So, oh, that's my plug card. That's how I got caught up in that case.
Wow.
Like literally, and I don't even know none of this stuff until I get paperwork.
Get your full discovery in that thing.
Like, so that, and then that's a whole nother thing within myself, cause like that shit hurt, cause I'm like, yo, this nigga really is my man's, like to the point like I'm giving him my Prada sneakers, clothes, you got kicked out the house, you fresh home, you living with me, like, know what I mean? I don't even got myself together all the way at this time. I got a couple dollars, but I ain't like, know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like that shit was hurting. Then I like still had to deal with them regular, you know what I'm saying, for case sake, cause they like anybody know if you in jail and your lawyer come see you in the evening, it's bad news, bro. Nobody's getting good news in the evening.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? And my lawyer told me straight up, he called me in the little like Sally Port thing, and in Morris County you could see, like from the unit, you could see where your lawyer is at. Like other people in the unit could see you talking to a lawyer or whoever come there. So he like, listen, I need you to sit down. Before I even sat down, as soon as the door closed behind me, he said, listen, I'm about to tell you something. I'm gonna need you to sit down and be quiet. I'm like, what's going on? He like, there's a 4-hour interview giving information. I'm like, he like, see, that right there is too much. It's too much. He like, and I'm not about to let you ruin this case for me. So either you sit down and listen and we can go over some of this paperwork, or you go back in there and I'm not talking to you until this case is done. So I'm like,
damn.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, I sat down. He like, all right, pulls out a big brown like suitcase thing, looked like a accordion. And he like, all right, look at these.
Folders that didn't have it. Look like an accordion.
Yeah, that's what the shit looked like. And so he like, look through these, stacked like this. Like, oh, any of these, your phone number you in here?
The discovery.
Yeah, because I got locked up with 5 phones. So he like, any of these the phone numbers? You know what I'm saying? I had gave him a phone. I'm like, yo, that phone, only call this phone. Don't order no pizza, don't call your mother, don't nothing. That phone, only call this phone, nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So my numbers wasn't in there, nothing. They didn't have no transactions for me doing anything. They had pictures of me, like I used to live in Roseland, and they had pictures of me like in front of my house, cleaning the pond, me with a chick I used to mess with, getting out the car, going into the house, but nothing else other than that.
Right.
And what he was saying, like, he don't even realize you trying to sound cool and stuff to this person, and you making the stuff worse on yourself. Like,
Right.
One day, I don't know who he got stuff from or whatever, but the guy, this is what I'm reading, like, oh, I'm trying to get this amount, and he like, oh, you gotta wait because one of my he says has the key to the safe, and he was unable to get what I needed.
Right.
So that's organized crime. As soon as you say something like that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So they painted a picture of us doing all of this, and but none of that stuff was mine. Then they had pictures of like dope, like none of that was mine. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm even doing here, because even the night I got locked up, like it just was like nonstop nonsense.
It was just basically like a hearsay, like just him saying that this is my plug card is the main reason that you got.
Following my grandfather, following my sister, my brother, like
this is all due to the background though.
Bro, but I never would have been in it if he never would have been like, oh, this is my plug card. They never would have paid me no attention.
You know, you got the hat on. You said, bro, he did a 4-hour kind of conversation with them, kind of giving you up and spilling the beans and
just talking
about you.
I remember, not just me. Yeah, no, my younger siblings have never been in the streets at all. They're not no street people. They're like, well, do you know who his plug is? Like, I don't know, but his brother might know. Like, said my brother's name. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like, why are you pulling him into this? Like, and then he like, I never forget, my lawyer said the interview started off like, they come in the room like, so what can you tell us? He just started crying like, I tell you what you want to know, will you let me go?
Oh, man.
Cop sits down, yeah, man, pulls up close to him, pulls the seat up. Like, yeah, man, tell us, we're gonna get you out of this, man. Bro, shit was ridiculous. But the shit heartbreaking because that really was my man's, you know what I'm saying? And you don't, even though in the streets, like, you supposed to like watch all, trust none, and pay attention to this and da-da-da-da, for some reason you still don't expect it from certain individuals. You get what I'm saying? Sad to say. Like,
I want to take this part out just to tell the audience of mine and the young brothers, you feel me? Like you see that never read it, but you see who he said is talking. Like, if you in that game, is really trust no one. It could be your best friend. So, I mean, the advice is just stay away from it, bro. Like, real talk. Like, cause it get, you don't, like you said also earlier, we said this in other episodes, it can really just be your one mistake. That's all it take. Know what I mean? Like, you got to stay on your game 100% of the time. They could be playing around. I'm talking about whoever telling and whoever the cops are. They could be playing around and catch you for just some, because you lazy that day. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been running 6 days, and the 7th day, nigga, you don't get no rest. They still on you. So, I mean, just leave that shit alone, bro.
That's a fact, because it's
especially if you know you ain't built. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, and let's go back to staying true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
so dealing with that though, dealing with a friend, you know what I'm saying, all the time, like you said, still dealing with the hurt of your mother, cause now, man, I be wanting to see how us in the streets channel this energy that we might have never learned to become the man you trying to become today and be who you are today.
Yeah, so
like, what point were you like, man, I need to change this negativity from around me completely?
All right, so I definitely would say I was ignorant, you know what I'm saying? And my mother used to tell me, you're so smart, you're stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause like, even like leading up to the second time when I got shot, cause after that case with me and the individual, like, I started being outside again, where I had stopped being outside for years because the position I was in, I wasn't being outside no more. So I started going back outside, because I'm a talented chef, you know what I'm saying? And also I'm a talented shifter, you know what I'm saying? So me being able to partake in both of those lanes, it may seem like I'm doing a whole lot, but I know what I'm doing with it. So when I go outside, I'm a favorite. You get what I'm saying? So now that I'm back outside being a favorite, I guess that bothers some people. and I ended up getting shot in that process by somebody who I also considered a friend. Never even had a heated.
Excellent Chef Boyardee skills was bringing all of the situations to your way, and people was just hating.
Because I know how to cook and I know how to chop the boy up good. So I became a favorite from that. I got shot by somebody that I considered a friend and I never had a heated debate with. And so now I get shot, I'm in the hospital, I'm mad as hell, like, you know what I mean? Because 2 people were shooting, I ended up getting hit. Now I got shot in the leg this time. First time I got shot in the hand, so I'm still able to move around. Now the leg, I can't do shit. You know what I mean? First time I came back outside.
Now you gotta sit down.
So now I'm so mad, like, and then in the hospital, my baby mother, the cops come, they're like, it's just one detective, let's just call him White, you know what I'm saying? So White comes in like, hey, so you gonna tell us what happened or not? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what happened? I'm like, some people came through shooting and I got hit. He said, so you didn't drop a red phone? I said, no. He said, so right before you jumped the gate, you didn't drop a red phone? I said, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. He like, all right. So another copy, what I never seen before, he like, hey man, why don't you tell us we can get this guy? White taps him like, listen, we've been through this shit already. I'm not wasting my time. Let's go. I'm saying, and the girl I was dealing with at the time, like, why you didn't say that? I said, whoa. Don't you ever disrespect me like that. Like that's telling. That's what snitches is. I don't do that. Like, don't you ever say something like that to me or anybody I'm around ever again. Like, just delete that out of your vocabulary. You disrespecting me. It's like, dang. Like you said, I'm dead serious. Like, this is probably like my first time talking to her like that. And then like that shit just like that. So now I get out the hospital. Like, I'm doing all right. I'm on crutches, and then one day I eat one of my daughter nuggets and it's like going down slow. So I'm like, dang, am I getting sick? I ain't never like had this feeling before. So I'm like, all right. Then like the next day, I grab my phone and I'm seeing 2 phones. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Like your vision was literally split?
Like literally. So I'm like, am I cross-eyed? Like, no, everybody, I'm like, yo, I'm seeing 2 phones. Like, and I don't got no energy now. Like, I'm like, damn. So I go to UMD. They run all these tests and you know, it's so crazy. Like, I'm beefing with another person. I'm in a wheelchair, UMD. Now I gotta have one eye open because with both of them open, I keep saying double. This nigga's standing over me, big as hell. Like, so I look and I see him. He like, just gave me a head nod. Like, he could see like I'm fucked up already. And I'm like,
damn.
I'm like, a real nigga. I'd imagine niggas just flip my wheelchair.
Anything, word.
Know what I mean?
I'm sitting duck right here, like.
Time, yeah, but he part of the old school, so I'm sure he intact with certain morals and shit. So now I go in the back, they asking me shit like, oh, did you eat anything out of can or raw honey or been to this place? And I'm like, no. So that we can't figure it out. They send me back home. So then the third day, like, I wake up and I literally got no energy. Like, I can't get out of bed or nothing. Like, my cousin calls me out of nowhere, my cousin Deslin. We not even talking or nothing. And it's not that we beef or anything. We just both adults living our life. Like, you know what I'm saying? We grew up in the same house together, all of that. Just like I said, life is going on.
Right.
So she called me out of nowhere, and then she's like, hey, Bash, you all right? I'm like, I don't got no energy. She like, can you get dressed? I remember, like, I don't got no energy. Next thing I know, she in my house getting me dressed, and like, she lived like at least like 45 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
So when she get there, she like, yeah, I had just dropped, she just dropped her son off, and she was on her way to drop her daughter off. And she like, yeah. So I was about to take Nana, and then I heard God say, go get Sebastian or he gonna die. Yeah, when my cousin got me to the hospital, I didn't even know how close I was to dying. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to find out more how I survived and turned my whole life around, tune in this Friday, Cultural Currency. Wow. I was on life support for 2 weeks. That shit is so rare that I'm the 175th person to ever get it in the United States.